Hi, welcome to my channel, Liberation Monologue, and as you know, I'm Jessica Gonzalez, and I'm making this video because I wanted to update any of my subscribers. I know I have friends that are concerned about me, and kind of rightfully so. So I just wanted to make this video to update you guys, show you guys that I'm healthy and I'm safe and I'm doing well, thank God. Thank God is. Um, but update you on what's going on with me and let you know what I'm going to try to be working on for a little while at least. So last week, my ex-boyfriend, I've been living with in this house for 5 years, uh, got angry when we were having an argument, and he unplugged the internet, which he's done before, which puts me over the edge because, as you know, that is an abusive behavior. To try to limit a person's communication with the outside world is abusive, especially in our situation where I don't have a cell phone, like a working cell phone. I have a cell phone, but it's not connected to service, and we don't even have a house phone. So our internet was my only means of communicating outside the home. Uh, so we had a big fight. The next day, he left the house, and I had to actually reset the router and everything because he changed the password and everything so that I couldn't even get into it. Um, I reset the router, I got online, and I was able to communicate out. That was on Wednesday morning of last week, which was the 10th. No, the 11th, the morning of the 11th. A couple of hours after that, I come to find that he has actually called the service provider and has had our internet disconnected. He never came back. That was Wednesday. So I'm sitting here by myself. I'm assuming he's just having like a huge fit. It's not like him to do that, to just like bail and whatever. But I was like, he's a big baby. So he is off having a fit. On Friday, I hear a knock at the door. I come to the door and I'm in my pajamas. I haven't showered. I'm just like chilling with the dog. Um, and it's a state trooper, a wonderful lady, a nice state trooper, and two mental health professionals that have come out because my ex has filed what is in Pennsylvania is called a petition 302, which means he's trying to have me committed, institutionalized. So he got himself a lawyer, and he went and he told these people that I am either a danger to myself or to others, and that I should be put away in a mental health facility for mandatory supervision or evaluation for a minimum of 5 days. That's the way that legal process works. Of course, the state trooper and those people, they come and they find me, and they're like, after talking to me and everything, they're like, well, we're here because we're doing a wellness visit to check in on you and make sure you're doing okay, because we had some concerns that you might not be here, might not be doing well, or might be harming yourself or others or whatever. And we're standing there and we're talking, and they're like, no, like, you seem fine. I explained to them that the situation is that this ex, and why he's an ex, is because he became physically abusive with me in September. So shortly after that, I left for 2 months because obviously it's not good here. Where I went didn't work out, and I didn't have anywhere else to go. So that's why I came back here. But I've made it my business since I've been here to try to work with my ex on having him fix himself. And why I was willing to come back, and I know this is sketchy and I don't recommend this to anybody at all ever, is that the level of physicality was what I consider mild. He shoved me, and to me that is somebody who is resisting. We were arguing, and that's when he did it, and that was somebody that was resisting my words and felt like my words were threatening. part of what I've been wanting to do while I've been back here is obviously, yes, get myself together and get myself in a way to get out of here, but also help this person to realize that the way they think and what's going on with them isn't healthy. And it doesn't just apply to me, it applies to other people in this person's life, like his kids, for example. He is kind of like this with them too. So that's why I came back, or why part of what I've been trying to do since I've been back. And he really has been rejecting that. Obviously, he's rejecting it big time, to the point where he's willing to get the state and the authorities involved in trying to make this seem like I'm the problem, but I'm really not. He never came back to the house. He did come back on Saturday with who I think was his attorney, just to pick up a couple things and grab his cat and go. So I'm sitting here in the house that he owns with his wife from before me, just sitting here in a house that doesn't have phone, doesn't have internet, no connection to that outside world, and that's the way it's been. I have been in touch with the Domestic Violence Center in my area, and they are able to help me. I just have to make it out there on later this week, because I got some friends from online who were super helpful to provide me with an Uber to even get me to the Domestic Violence Center, because the ex left me here without money or transportation or anything. I was just stranded out here in like the rural suburbs of Downingtown. But people were able to help me to get me down to the Domestic Violence Center, and just my luck, it was closed. But I can go back later this week and get services and try to work with them to, I guess, get out of here, because I guess it's done. But while I was sitting here bored and looking through my phone, what I saw is that I have some recordings that I've been taking of my arguments with my ex, James Burr. And I think those are good educational tools for anybody that might be watching this channel, because I'm gonna work with those recordings. I'm gonna see whether or not I want to like overlay my own commentary or whatever. But they're really telling about the psychology of some of these kinds of people. I mean, I consider him a typical white male. Like, I think almost, I don't want to say almost any, but like, I feel like the majority of white males in this country would have done what he did, or would have done it worse, or would have done it sooner. And if I do get a chance to upload those recordings as videos, then you'll get to hear what I'm talking about, which is downplaying the oppression of people of color, downplaying the oppression of women, and laying problems that I have that I know weren't of my making at my feet, like trying to gaslight me into believing that all these things are my fault. So that's why I want to put up those recordings, because they are pretty good. Like, they are pretty educational and enlightening. And those recordings are not taken over the phone, so it's not some illegal wiretap situation, which I know that is a legal concern. But that is not the case. These are recordings that were done in person while we were here in this house, talking or arguing, and they were taken on my phone in his presence. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to update folks, because I know the last couple of videos I've uploaded have been disconcerting, and that has been their objective. I do want people out there to know, especially him. And I even went ahead and put his company where he works. He works at a company called At Scale in California. He works remotely, even though we live in Pennsylvania. And I want everybody to know that this behavior is not acceptable. It is not okay. And we as women and people of color should not tolerate this anymore, ever. So that's why I'm doing this. But like I said, because I know that those last couple of videos could have been very alarming to anybody following me, and anybody who sent me their well wishes, thank you. I really appreciate it. I am glad somebody cares. I really, really am. And I'm just putting this one up to let you guys know that I am safe. I'm stranded. I'm down to like bread and peanut butter, but I have plenty of bread and peanut butter to last me a little while, and hopefully soon I will be able to go out and get some other resources to help me get through this. But I want people to know that I am safe. I don't feel unsafe. I'm not in danger. I'm not out in the cold straggling. I'm okay. So just wanted to update you guys, and I'm going to be working on that. And I also, just wanted to say, like, you know, when I started this channel, I want it to be a certain kind of thing. And right now we're kind of off the rails a little bit because of my personal distractions. My personal life has become a distraction, and I love to talk about topical things like white feminism and this and that. Although I do have a white feminism part of this story that ties into his wife, who decided to tell the police that I'm harassing her when I was sending her messages like, hey, what's going on with Jimmy? And I've never texted her before until this week. But as soon as I do, instead of telling me, hey, Jessica, I don't think it's a good idea, we should text, she automatically, without any response to me at all, reaches out to the local police to tell them that I'm harassing her. These people are fucking crazy. This is white liberalism, and this is what it will do to you. So please look out for those to come. I'm going to try to figure out how I can get those recordings into videos, and whether or not I'm able to talk over them or give any explanatory information, or whether I should maybe just slap them on the channel and let you guys hear them for yourselves. But again, thanks for anybody who was checking in and wondering how I'm doing. I'm doing okay, and I'll fight another day. Thanks for checking in, and I hope to upload some more material soon. Thanks. Bye.